Have you felt it? There is a change happening in the world of anime. It is a quiet rumble that is getting louder every day. You scroll through your feeds, you browse the forums, you see the same name popping up again and again. 9anime Originals. People are talking, they are excited, they are arguing. It feels like we are on the edge of something big. A new wave that could reshape what we expect from the shows we love. Not just a few new series dropping. A fundamental shift in how anime is being made and consumed. The conversation is no longer about the next big manga adaptation. Born directly for the screen, the excitement is palpable. Fans have been craving something different. Countless isekai heroes with the same overpowered abilities. Endless high school dramas with familiar romantic triangles. Comfort in the familiar. But there is a limit before you get bored. The community has been hungry for risks. Creators throwing caution to the wind, giving us something unexpected. That is where the buzz around 9anime Originals comes from. The promise of the unknown. A promise that feels incredibly refreshing in today's saturated market. A direct response to a collective sigh for originality. The industry seems to have heard the whispers and decided to take a gamble. These new shows are not just another item on a long seasonal list. They are conversation starters. Shows that make you pause and think, I have not seen anything like this before. They are sparking debates about what anime can be. Genre art narrative structure. This energy is infectious, spreading from hardcore fans to casual viewers, creating a shared sense of discovery. For me and many others, this is what makes being an anime fan so thrilling right now. 2025, 10-29. We are not just passive consumers, we are witnesses to an evolution. Creators unbound by the strict pages of a pre-existing manga, let loose to build worlds from scratch. A studio coming up with a concept and running with it, accepting risks and potential rewards. Incredibly exciting. Like the early wild days of indie game development, but for anime. This new wind is blowing, the scent of creative freedom, the potential for a new golden age of anime. Let's be real for a moment. We all love anime, but sometimes the landscape can feel a little predictable. It is what I call the sea of sameness. You click on a new show, and within the first 5 minutes, you can already map out the entire plot. You know the hero will be an underdog who suddenly gains an immense, unexplained power. You know there will be a tournament arc. You know the quiet, shy character will have a secret, tragic backstory. This reliance on established tropes and formulas is a major problem with a large chunk of traditional anime production today. It is safe, it is marketable, but it often leads to a low level of genuine engagement from the audience. This lack of originality stems from a few core issues within the industry. The primary driver is financial risk. Adapting a popular, best-selling manga or light novel is a much safer bet than funding a completely new idea. That safety-first approach creates a feedback loop where only certain types of stories get animated. It reinforces the same genres and character archetypes over and over. The result: a market crowded with shows that feel like echoes of one another. Many fantasy series are slight variations of a Dungeons & Dragons style campaign. Many rom-coms revolve around a dense protagonist, oblivious to a half-dozen admirers. This repetition can lead to viewer burnout. So, amidst this sea of familiar plots, what exactly are these 9anime originals that everyone is talking about? The definition is simple, but its implications are massive. A 9anime original is an anime series that is not based on a pre-existing source material like a manga light novel or video game. The story is conceived and written specifically for the screen. These are shows born from a blank page, crafted by writers, directors, animators who are building a world from the ground up. This distinction is the key to everything. It is the difference between coloring within the lines and being handed an empty canvas. This freedom from source material is what sets them apart so dramatically. When a studio adapts a manga, they are often beholden to it. Fans of the original work have strong expectations about which story arcs need to be included, how characters should look and sound, and how the plot should resolve. Deviating from the source can lead to intense backlash. This pressure often forces the anime to be a faithful, but sometimes rigid recreation of the original. Section 4. The Triple Threat Story. Characters' art reimagined. The freedom that defines 9anime originals allows them to innovate in 3 key areas: storytelling, character development, artistic expression. It is this triple threat that makes them so compelling. Instead of following the well-trodden paths, these shows are free to blaze new trails, and the results can be spectacular. They challenge our expectations of how a story should unfold, who the heroes should be, what an anime should even look like. It is a full-scale reimagining of the medium's potential. First, let's talk about storytelling. Traditional anime, especially those based on long-running manga, often have a specific, predictable structure. Clear arcs, power-ups at convenient moments. Pacing that can feel uneven as the anime waits for source material. Section 5. A singular punch. The impact of a game-changing example. To really understand the power of an original idea, we need to look at a clear, powerful example that completely broke the mold. While it started as a humble webcomic, the anime adaptation of One Punch Man perfectly embodies the spirit of a 9anime original. It took a simple, brilliant concept and executed it in a way that turned the entire action genre on its head. The show asked a question that was deceptively simple. What happens if the hero is already the strongest person in the universe? What if he can defeat any enemy with a single punch? This premise was a direct challenge to the very foundation of shonen anime. The impact of this single idea was enormous. The typical action anime is built on a ladder of escalating stakes. This creates tension and gives the audience a sense of progression. One Punch Man threw that entire structure out the window. The tension did not come from whether the hero, Saitama, would win the fight. We always knew he would. Instead, the tension and the comedy came from his crushing boredom and existential ennui. He had achieved ultimate power, but it had left his life empty and devoid of thrills. These characters provided the traditional heroics and stakes that Saitama's own story lacked, creating a perfect balance. Fans loved this mix of high-octane action and dry, understated humor. The success of One Punch Man sent ripples across the entire industry. It proved that audiences were not just ready for, but starving for, original ideas that deconstruct familiar genres. Section 6. Why now? The global stage and the freedom to fail. So why is this explosion of 9anime originals happening right now in 2025? The answer lies in 2 powerful, interconnected forces: the rise of global streaming platforms and a newfound willingness to embrace creative risks. The way we watch anime has fundamentally changed. It is no longer a niche product slowly exported from Japan. It is a global phenomenon, with new episodes released simultaneously to millions of viewers in hundreds of countries. This global stage has created a new kind of demand and a new set of opportunities for creators. To stand out, they cannot just offer the same library of licensed shows as their competitors. They need exclusive content. This has led to a massive influx of investment into producing original anime. These platforms are willing to fund ambitious, high-concept shows that traditional Japanese production committees might deem too risky. They understand that a single breakout original hit can attract millions of new subscribers worldwide. This global perspective means they are often looking for stories with universal themes that can resonate across different cultures, further encouraging creators to move beyond Japan-centric tropes. The freedom to fail. Section 7. Your turn on the director's chair. In the end, this movement is more than just a trend. It is a sign of a healthy, evolving art form. 9anime originals represent a crucial injection of fresh blood into the anime ecosystem. They are a declaration that creativity is not dead. New stories to tell, new worlds to explore, new ways to make us feel. They are the shows that get us talking, theorizing, sharing screenshots late into the night. They remind us that anime can be more than just a comfortable escape. Challenging, surprising, artistically ambitious. They are the wild cards that keep the entire game exciting. Of course, not every original is a masterpiece. For every groundbreaking hit, there are a few noble experiments that do not quite land. Some ideas are too strange. Some stories feel underdeveloped. Some artistic risks may not pay off. But even the failures are important. They push the boundaries and expand the territory of what is possible for the next wave of shows. What is your favorite 9anime original, and what makes it so special to you? Let everyone know in the comments below.